know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah, Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action. And nothing but that action. And I want all the smoke. Who wants the smoke today? Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues. The movement continue. How you doing, Benjamin? Amazing. And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Thursday, November 14, 2024. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm going to need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Now, it's been a while since Donald Trump has been elected to office. And I've been getting people bombarding me with some of the things he's been saying about education, border, just different things, these little clips of Donald Trump that he's been saying. Freedom of speech with social media, his appointments, Elon Musk. All I'm saying is this is what happens when you got to fill slots. So I don't agree with a lot of the things any party does. Like, I'm not in it for that. I may not like all the personal decisions that Donald Trump is going to make, in particular with Matt Gaetz. He's been appointed to be Attorney General, I think. Yeah. Donald Trump selects Matt Gaetz to be Attorney General. And to me, Matt Gaetz is trash. He's one of the people that, before all of this, even years ago when I started my show, he had misconduct on his record of abuse, sexual assault, stuff like that, even human trafficking. So I don't like this pick. And it's trash. It's garbage. Matt Gaetz, questionable behavior. Especially when it comes to sex trafficking, the investigation on sex trafficking that they was doing on him. And I still don't know the outcome because he's still running around here. So what was going on with that? See, the thing is, people think that the commercialized idea is divide and conquer. Keep everybody divided so they can conquer, or keep everybody feuding with each other so we all don't see what's going on. I see everything that's going on. And trust me, if Matt Gaetz was in the state of Wisconsin, I would have been on his head. He over there in Florida, I think, yeah. But if he was here, yeah. Around my parts, yeah. Trash. Matt Gaetz has always been trash, and he'll forever be trash. And the way he appointed him, I mean, to me, and this is where when we talk about being involved in something fully, I don't think you can, when it comes to politics, I don't think we can fully engage as a black community. I think we go for what we want to see the outcomes. I go for what outcomes I want. And trust me, both sides is sleazy. When you start digging through the individuals that everybody running with and everybody been dealing with. So what I'm going to tell you is that if I ever meet Matt Gaetz, trash. I don't like that. Attorney General, I don't like that. I don't know if he's actually going to get the position because of the controversy. A lot of people are weighing in on this. And trash. Benjamin, you remember when we started this show and Matt Gaetz used to come up? Whew.
Yeah, it's Matt Gaetz, man. It's so crazy that Donald Trump decided to appoint this man to some appointed him to have some kind of power when it comes down to women's rights. I actually was listening to him talk about the abortion laws and how he feels about that, and it's just pathetic that we have a gentleman like this in a position of power when it comes down to
I agree.
The women on this around this country. It's pathetic.
Matt Gaetz is 100%. Garbage.
He's been a part of sex trafficking.
That's what I'm saying.
Minor girls.
I thought he would have been. His situation still ain't resolved.
Well, but you know more better than anybody, Tory. When you're a politician, that comes with a certain amount of power,
right?
And a lot of those people have came to save him every time something arose about questionable behavior from him. I mean, people talk about these Diddy parties. You need to talk about Matt Gaetz.
Well, Matt Gaetz is part of the Diddy party. I don't see nothing different. I don't see it being separate.
Yeah,
it's people on both sides involved in a lot of this human and sex trafficking. It's 300. Don't forget, it was 300,000 kids that went through the Biden administration that nobody don't know where they at. Okay, so we got to get out of the days where we overlooking what they doing as individuals. I look at what is damaging the community, and Matt Gaetz is one of those people that was on the radar. This was way before. When I started this show, Matt Gaetz was I thought that they would have been looked into the allegations against him and the accusations against him and thoroughly have done that since he was a high political figure.
But I mean, again, Tory, when you are a person like Matt Gaetz who has friends like a Donald Trump, do they really give a damn about your criminal past?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That questionable behavior.
See,
who's running the country?
See, to me, like I said, if this was on my where I'm from, I can't even say this on air. I need a podcast. Y'all got a podcast? Benjamin? Tory Lowe. The Tory Lowe Show may need a podcast. Because you can get away with, what can you get away with on the podcast that you can't do on the air, Benjamin?
I mean, look, no FCC applies.
No FCC rules. No, they don't need me on nothing where the FCC rules don't apply. Because people, I'm telling you, it's people on both sides. See, I don't like when people do what Matt Gaetz did. Instead of sitting down or letting it be thoroughly investigated, they manipulate the situation where there's victims where these are young kids, that they're talking about in this situation, sex trafficking, things like that, underage girls, stuff like that. Ended with no federal charges against them. So I guess, hey, but I'm gonna keep it pushing, Benjamin. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm going to do something. I'm going to say something. I'm going to. I hate this decision. Yeah, I hated a lot of Joe Biden's decision too. But like I said, when it's on my side of the fence, I don't like it. Benjamin, hey, but like I said, I'm only loyal to the people that I serve, so I don't care. Don't nobody pay me to say nothing. I'm saying it because I feel like that's trash. 100% garbage. and I'll say it to Trump's face, that's trash. Dude, I mean, some of the decisions, even on both sides, when you talk about their appointees, some of these people are in office and they funny style on both sides. Because, okay, he picked the lieutenant or the general with the wig on. I'm just saying, these things, people, that I don't agree with how they doing things. I just say, it is what it is. But now is the time for our community to really regroup and rethink and get back to what's going on in these streets. And I got a guest coming in at 2 p.m. We've been following this story since the day it happened. This woman had been through a tragic fire. Her son had jumped off the balcony to get helped out the situation. And so we started a journey with this family of repair. And she got something that she wanted to come on and talk about, Truth Nation. She wanted to talk about what her journey is and thanking everybody in the community for coming forward, doing what they can to help. But these latest group of developing ideas that took place involves a church. So she wants to come on and just talk about her experience, and I'm going to allow her to come on at 2 p.m. today, Truth Nation, and y'all do not want to miss this conversation at 2 p.m. because, hey, I'm going to tell you, next 2025, all I'm going to do is allow everybody that's in the community being affected in a negative way to speak out even more. Because it's a lot of it, and it's going to take everybody in the community to come together to help. It's going to take everybody to come together to try to resolve a lot of this. And I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter who's running the federal many times, because the local people are blocking a lot of the progress. And I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a long time. But now I have to look at the people a little sideways, because we all know this. We all know this. It's not a secret. We all talk about it. I could talk to a man at the corner store with a drink in his hand and he noticed. So what we gonna do about it? That's what we need to be directing the energy to. What we gonna do about it? Because the children are suffering. The elders are suffering. The children with special needs now is coming forward saying they suffering. What's happening then? What's happening then? So this next year, 2025, we turning all the way up. We turning all the way up outside. We outside, Benjamin. Hey, look, when we come back, it's another story that I want to talk about. It's got some. I seen this story, Benjamin, about dogs and cats being delivered, saved. Well, I guess they were saved from going into some restaurant ideas. I don't know. This is in the New York Times. I want to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay like they right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
What's good, y'all? This is 101.7 The Truth's Telly Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. The goal of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is to provide a platform for citizens of Milwaukee and Truth Nation to have their voices heard about concerns that have daily direct impact. So join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Benjamin. Yeah. Who do you love right now? Who do you love? Who do you love? That's a cause, living a dream. Do you love? My drip is a friend. That is what I mean. I come with a crown, I come with a queen, and a couple of rings. That's just a reminder, I'm talking to 10. And they're off the green. You can do this and they use machines. Just remember this thing. What was you doing for all this pain? Who do you love when you was trying to get you back? 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Benjamin on the ones and twos. Hollywood Hooks out. Hey.
It's amazing.
I think you should shoot a video for that one.
Oh, you know what? It's so crazy, Tory. I had Swift Motion Pictures in just yesterday. I was talking to Aaron McKenzie, and we're going to go listen to my entire album together and then create a script from my album and then turn it into a whole series.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah. That's the plan.
It sounds powerful. But I was about to go eat, because I like Chinese food. I like it. You know what I mean? The General Chicken, Tao's Chicken, And so I'm finna go and enjoy my favorite menu item from the Chinese restaurant. And somebody was like, Tory, did you hear that back in April, there was a story in the New York Times that said dozens of dogs and cats were spared from Chinese slaughterhouse being served as meat. And I missed this story, and it's always been stuff going on where people saying that certain cultures eat certain things, and many times when they talk about dogs and cats, these are domestic animals in our neighborhoods. But in certain, cultures, they don't, these are considered delicacies. So I had to go through the culture shock to understand it because I went doing my research. And you know what I found, Benjamin?
What'd you find, Tory?
That some cultures make like dog soup. And it's cultural, But so I went down the rabbit hole, Benjamin, and I looked at videos, of them making it and serving it to the village. And so I was like, wow. I mean, it's just wild to watch. But like I said, I just don't want to taste it or knowingly taste it. What do you think, Benjamin? I'm just saying. Have you ever felt that you was eating something that you thought was something that it probably wasn't that?
You know what's so crazy, Tory? There's a popular taco place down in Racine. I'm not going to mention their name, but, for a long time, I thought I was just eating a beef taco.
Wow.
I remember seeing a horse's skull in the back of their restaurant.
What?
And I came to believe that we were all eating horse meat for decades in Racine. Yep.
Was it tasty?
It was good as hell.
All right.
It's good as hell. Some of the best tacos you can
when
get.
You season it. I think it come down to the seasoning. When they doing the meat, when it ain't the right, what you think it is, it still tastes good because of the seasoning.
Hey, I saw somebody barbecue some raccoon. They had some coon.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My granddaddy, I told you the story. My granddaddy had the coon in the pot.
Yeah.
My granddaddy was from Mississippi. He cooked coon.
Yeah, that's that country cooking. I love it.
And rabbit.
It's some good meat.
I'm thinking I'm being slick. And the big roast pots. I'm thinking I'm seeing my granddaddy in the kitchen cooking all day. It was in the oven baking. And then when he got done, he put it on top of the deep freezer to let it cool off or whatever. I'm thinking I'm being slick. I reach in there, my hand in there, grab some meat off, and I'm chewing on like, oh, okay. So when it was time to open up the lid, I didn't look in it. I just pinched the meat off. It had the face, the teeth, everything. Scared me to death. I said, I'll never sneak. Then my uncle, Tom, he eat rabbit. And so he gave it to me to eat it. And he was like, how did that taste? He looking at me. He know it's rabbit. And I was like, okay, I thought it was a pork chop. You know what I mean? I thought it was a pork chop. And so I said, it tastes like a pork chop. He started laughing. He said, no, you just ate some rabbit. So they was messing with me because I wasn't born down south. They came up here to Milwaukee to live, and they brought that up here, those menu items. So, hey, like I said. But anyway, in this case, I guess it was a story about the dogs and the cats being taken into the Chinese situation. We got some video if y'all watching 1017 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube. Let's listen.
Is our golden. His name is Rogue.
I gotta watch these.
I don't know, Benjamin.
This is Rogue. And Rogue's like, what's going on?
Okay.
Where am I? But he doesn't realize this is the beginning of this.
All right, I guess we just got the audio going. Benjamin will get it back going. It's just a little audio of somebody, whatever it was. I couldn't see it because the video wasn't on YouTube. But I'm gonna tell you this: just be careful because sometimes you chewing on something, and it may not be really what it is. And I remember when we started the show, we used to always go to I'll say it. I guess we could say it, to Taco Bell. But then all of the stuff that came out about PFAs started coming out. And so, me and Jeremy used to have a contest and telling each other what we was. I haven't ate at Taco Bell in a minute. That was one of my favorite places. And once I started looking at how all of the chemicals they add to the food in all these different places, and how California passed a law that now when you walk into some of these restaurants, it's a warning that they got to have posted on the door. And since they have to post it on the door, they post it on the glass, and they have the warning so clear that if you're walking by fast, you don't even see it because it's just as clear as the door. But it's on the door that's saying that some of the food that they serve may cause harm to your body in some of the menu items. So, like I said, I started watching all of that. I started changing up the way I eat a lot right now because I wasn't knowledgeable on all the different ingredients. And sometimes some of these ingredients are causing us to have cancer, causing us to, have issues and sicknesses. So I'm starting to get up on that. I was never a nutritional, somebody that knew a lot about nutrition and ingredients and things like that. I knew how to count calories when it came to trying to go on a diet, but I never read the labels. So I guess I'm getting into reading the labels, and now I'm starting to realize that a lot of stuff that we eating on may not be as healthy as we think it is. And I remember when they put out a statistic because everybody started going vegan, and some of the processed vegan foods was worse than eating the regular food, Benjamin. So, like I said, I'm happy that RFK is now the health. Now that was a good pick. RFK to be over the health department. That was a good pick because he's going to try to get rid of those chemicals in the food that we shouldn't be eating anyway. And the funny part about some of these companies that's serving Americans this type of food with the chemicals in it, they ship it overseas without the chemicals in it. So what's that? What's that, Benjamin? Well, we got the video up, Benjamin. Well, we got some video of the story about the dogs and the cats that were saved from going to a Chinese slaughterhouse. Let's listen.
Rogue.
I gotta watch these.
Oh, wow. Rogue.
Rogue's
like, what's going on?
From going to the slaughterhouse, I guess.
But he doesn't realize this is the beginning of this. That's life. With love.
Look at the
forever loving family.
You gotta see this.
You are safe, baby. Wait till you see this beautiful.
All right. Well, When we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We're getting close to awarding someone $10,000. It's the third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition, November 21st at Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m. Hosted by the Wisconsin Black Chamber. It's the last chance to qualify for the pitch finale in December. Be there at 5 p.m. to register to compete. Registration to pitch is only open for 15 minutes, so be on time if you want a chance to be a finalist and compete in December for the $10,000 first place prize. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Let me say that again. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Third Thursday is not just about the pitch competition, though. There's life-changing networking opportunities, games, prizes, and music by DJ L Boogie. There is no cost to attend our Third Thursday event or compete in the pitch competition, so don't miss out. Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m. Visit twbcc.com so you don't miss out on what we have going on.
This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon. Listen to The Truth all day, every day by downloading the Truth app or streaming on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Fathers, grandfathers, future fathers, and father figures. Bring your families and join Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit Saturday, November 16th at Milwaukee Academy of Science from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Don't miss this one-stop shop resource fair connecting Milwaukee families with job opportunities, child support help, health education and screenings, financial empowerment, legal assistance, and fatherly inspiration. The featured speaker is Pastor Kenneth Locke from Evolve Church. Bring your teens and learn about internships, jobs, and local mentoring opportunities. Register to be eligible to win gift cards, so don't wait. Gifts and prizes will also be available for families during the event. Pre-register today by visiting milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to join us as a participant and exhibitor, or to support the Fatherhood Summit as a volunteer. That is milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. See you Saturday, November 16th at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit, sponsored by the City of Milwaukee, Brewers Community Foundation, and Ascension, Wisconsin.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin. It's amazing. And Carrie Noni Juice.
Yeah, it's keeping it just
Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD in the building. What's happening in?
What's not happening in this world, Tory Lowe? You know, it always seems like it's going to be some new surprise.
Right.
You know?
Well, I seen the mug shot from Lil Durk. They finally got his mug shot circulating around. Mm-hmm. And I find it interesting that some of the people that was challenging Lil Durk to slide, you know, on his ops.
Right.
Quando Rondo for the death of King Von. These are the same people that's calling them stupid.
I mean, it's so crazy because the internet will turn on you just like that.
Right.
And, what do they call those type of people? Instigators.
Right.
The internet will instigate something to the death of you. Then even after that, we'll laugh at you.
Right.
So you got to realize that stuff is not real. Those people out there are got keyboard courage. You know what I'm saying?
The sad part about it is you're seeing these things happen where these young men are taking chances. And they have careers that are successful or seemingly successful. But then on the flip side of this, most of these poo shiesty, this mentality, they are sitting behind bars.
Right.
What do you think about a lot of these young men making it into the game and now they are facing time, a lot of time due to trying to act out some of these violent lyrics?
Crash dummies. That's what I say.
Why you call them that?
That's what they are. Crash dummies. You put a crash dummy inside of a car, you send them to go crash out.
Right.
Ruin all your success.
But, what's the reason, though?
It's more now. It's more.
You're not gonna
it's more of it now. But like I said, Tupac went to jail. He was in and out of jail.
Yeah, Tupac went to jail.
T.I. was in and out of jail.
Yeah, he went down because of an informant.
Right.
Tupac went down because of a friend of his actually sexually assaulted the girl.
Right.
But as far as Lil Durk being in the game for over 10 years, and then ruining his own success, crash test dummy, man.
Is it the mentality though of the music, like especially drill?
I think it's just the mentality.
If you're rapping drill, do you have to live it out? Because I know one artist was like, I'm just making this up. I'm not real. I'm not a real drill type person. I'm just trying to sell some records.
I think it's an affliction happening amongst black men and coming from the streets and gaining success. It's the same example of why Chris Brown got to claim that he a blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why get to such a high and then now you claiming to be a part of
Is it for his own protection? Is he spending money to keep himself protected? Because at that level, anybody could come and try to rob you. And is that because I remember when Michael Jackson got in trouble with those accusations, and he went and got the Nation of Islam for protection. So sometimes when I hear those ideas, like I'm with this gang, I'm affiliated with this gang, does that come with a certain type of protection? When they do that,
I think it's more an extortion type idea. I think you causing more harm to yourself because especially if you're not from that hood, don't nobody really got no real loyalty to you.
I agree.
Anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you go to the West Coast thinking you got to check in, and you don't realize that you checked in with this dude, but then he got some rivalry with somebody else that you don't even know about because you don't know nothing about their blocks and how they set up. So you putting yourself in a pot of boiling water for no reason. You can just go out there, get your money, be about your business, and leave.
Who was the rapper that went to the Waffle House and got
P&B Rock?
Yeah, so he was trying to do that, what you just said. No affiliation. I'm just for to go out here.
I'm finna do this.
I got a hit record out here, and then he got killed at Roscoe's.
Yeah, at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Right.
And what new information is going on to go say about P&B Rock is the
cook.
Yeah, it's the cook actually
set him up.
So kept him there for longer than what he was supposed to be, which, I don't care, man, if something happened to me before where I just knew some was, it just didn't feel right.
Right.
Something didn't feel right.
Spidey senses went to going off.
Yeah, Spidey senses start going off. And I don't know, man, when you're a part of that life or you even come from, that kind of environment, your Spidey senses are supposed to go off. And something's supposed to just tell you, your gut's supposed to tell you that something's off, something's not right, But at the same time, I don't think you should put yourself in that environment, especially when you're not prepared for the outcome.
Right.
So that's just my perspective.
That's interesting. You didn't answer my original question, but
I thought it was self-explanatory. That's why I didn't answer.
No,
but then I had to elaborate even more because we're doing the show.
Yeah, thank you. Duh. But anyway, what I'm about to say, I was gonna ask y'all. Okay, when did this happen? Going back to Dirk with the Quando Rondo.
It was about
when did he die?
2019, 2020, sometime during the pandemic.
That makes me feel like that one saying when they say you could take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood or the mentality of what they have been experienced their entire life out of them. I think for Dirk, it was one of those situations where sometimes even though you are in a better spot and you should make better decisions, You got other people in your ear who are probably still in that environment telling you what you're supposed to do. You feel like you still got to live by certain codes, even though I feel like it doesn't apply to you anymore. And that's why he got going on what he got going on.
Well, I think
it was right, though.
It's also who you surround yourself by. Somebody was like,
it's that environment.
It's that 5-friend theory. You know, if you show me your 5 friends, I'm going to show you your future. The 5 closest people that you talk to all the time, I'm going to show you your future. And I think that there's some truth to that. Because if you're around cats that's about that life and you saying, okay, I'm not about that life, eventually something is going to happen that you're going to have to get involved in.
Yeah. And I think especially with Dirk, a lot of it was ego, you know, him living up to the hype of his dad. You know, his father was a big drug dealer in Chicago and went down. I think he said at one point, like, he had like $30 million or something like that, but then his father went down because of a snitch. And then Lil Durk became, you know, the success that he became, being the man in his hood, starting to turn his life around, quote unquote, Chicago, looking at him in a different light. It was all of his ego, you know, telling him what he was supposed to do. In the internet, also egging it on, like, oh man, you need to slide for Vine, you need to slide for Vine, you need to slide for Vine. When a real OG like Wallace is telling you, bro, let it go.
Right. Let
it go, bro. Like, you don't need to slide for nobody, bro. You got a family, you got kids. Your King Vine got kids. You can take this opportunity and look out for King Vine's kids. That's the way you slide for Vine. You know, you pull up on his kids to make certain his kids are taken care of. That's the way you do it. But you don't go ahead and take another innocent life, you know, even if it's not innocent. But you don't do that, you know. What did they say? I can't think of the phrase right now, but it's like if I never mind, forget it.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, why do we feel
an eye for an eye, we all lose our sight, but two don't. An eye for an eye, we all lose our sight, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. You know.
Right. But why do we feel even you know when people call me for help, and it's especially when you're in the business, because these people were in the music business where money was coming in. Okay, when you start making money, that mentality becomes a weakness, because when you have a street mentality in business, you can lose everything in one day. It's not a good investment to invest in somebody that's practicing that type of lifestyle. It's probably better to get an insurance policy on that person than to actually invest in that person.
That's why right now I'm interested to see what Thug is going to do with these next 15 years. Because I just want to see if he really is going to try to change his life around, you know, go the Snoop Dogg approach, or is he going to fall back into, you know,
well, he got to walk softly, because the way they got him set up, they probably couldn't win the trial. But if I put you in a space where you got 15 years probation and you can't and you can't do X, Y, and Z, the chances of you messing that up in 15 years was better to give him that than them winning that trial.
That's real. If you look at it from that perspective, like the state of Georgia versus Young Thug, I agree with that. You know, but again,
not really.
Well, if the whole premise of the court's decision, because obviously they didn't want to go through with the whole trial,
and it was so many holes.
Yeah, it was so many holes.
It wasn't guaranteed
to go through a mistrial. Yeah, they might have lost that for real. However, if in the next 15 years he happens to mess up, you know, now he's cooked for real, and he has to really go down and do some time. But how it's starting off right now, I mean, him already going on Instagrams or whatever, saying, "Hey, Gunna, stop acting like we friends."
Right.
You know, that's unnecessary, uncalled for.
He didn't even have to put that out there.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's on him. Like, he gonna have to. He has a chance of a lifetime right now, and it's really on him. And it's, to be honest with you, I feel like it's not that hard in his position to not do bad.
Ego, though. The name you're supposed to live up to.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. That's not
people gonna egg you on to your death.
But I feel like he has to do a lot of work within himself to understand, like, okay, I can't have ego. I have to just be a great citizen of society and just live out my life out of the way. Like, that's all he got to do is be out the way.
That's true.
That's really not that difficult to do.
But some folks don't know how to get out the way. When, again, how you had posed before, you know, folks get out of jail, go back to the same environment. And
bro, he's a rich man. You don't have to go back to the same environment. I guess that's my point. Like, he's in a better situation than a lot of people who come out of a situation like that. So what I'm saying is, he has to make a choice within himself to just stay out the way. away and be low. So that's not that difficult, I feel like.
I agree with you. However, just as Tory Lowe said, who your top 5 friends? Obviously, as soon as he touched down, he linked up with his friends at some point, and his friends don't got the same mindset or the same success that he has, so they can influence him to do the wrong things. Again, by allowing this man to just hop on Instagram and talk about, hey, me and Gunn are not friends. You could have said, I'm not friends with nobody, but you got to put Gunn's name out there.
Well, he don't need to be around them friends.
Hold on.
Make the choice to not be around them people.
In his release, they said that he can talk to Gunner, though.
He asked to.
Right. So he not gonna get in trouble for what he said to Gunner.
He deleted the tweet apparently.
He did.
I don't know what that was even about. Maybe he
nothing
out.
ever is deleted. But what I'm saying is,
that's true.
When you talk about those risks, like they taking huge risks, and you coming from nothing, and that mentality is going to bring you back to zero. That's all I'm saying. And so I was trying to tell somebody that's not even a good investment nowadays, to be a part of that lifestyle. Like, you want to be a millionaire, but that's not the millionaire mentality.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, it's not. It's really not the millionaire mentality. If anything, millionaires got lawyers on top of lawyers that can protect them, when things do go down. I know a gentleman who used to be a former mayor who took about like $12-13 million and didn't spend a day in jail. So,
hey, look,
I want to be him. That's the type of white I want to be.
What you say, white collar crime?
Yeah, white collar crime.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
What if you could ask a question that leads to a new way to treat asthma? Discover aspects of the far reaches of space or the depths of Lake Michigan. Develop better ways to manufacture. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee ask questions, find answers, and add to our understanding every day. Their discoveries improve lives and fuel our economy. Every advance starts with a question. It starts at UWM, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Tired of having to decline food at a potluck where you don't know where the food came from?
Don't you let your cats on your kitchen counters?
Host your next holiday with Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, now booking holiday office and corporate parties, or perhaps a private chef for your intimate family holiday gathering, or add to your Thanksgiving meal. Pick up sides such as Southern-style cornbread dressing, candied yams, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and more. And for desserts, peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. Connect on Facebook or Instagram, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, or call 414-216-3469.
Experience, knowledge, results.
That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin and Carrie Noni Juice.
I was keeping it juicy.
Juice World.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening in?
Look, the worst thing ever. The Truth Nation, all right? I normally don't even get upset when I see things happen or things that go over my arse. No, man. You hear your boy Trump then talked about giving white folks reparations.
Well, that's what the mainstream media is saying.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
it was already broke.
Like I said, I heard about it, but I looked at who was putting out the stories.
Okay.
And it's the same people that was putting out all this fear-mongering and stuff in the first place. So let's dig into it.
Yeah, it was
it's
a video.
DEI. It's like the DEI strategy. That's what they after. They targeting DEI.
Yeah, but this is like, okay, from what Donald Trump was talking about, it's like, hey, because of the DEI idea, I believe white people deserve reparations. And he's going to give white people reparations because of DEI.
Well, what I'm saying is that's for the DEI situation.
It affected all of America.
Right. But what I'm saying is, okay, when you win, to the victor go the spoils. Like, and it's the truth. I mean,
it's the truth.
All right, it is the truth. To the victor go the spoils. What if you lose? You get to now. You got to brace yourself for what's going to happen.
What does that mean? It's going over my head.
To the victor go the spoils.
Basically, since they won, they can make up whatever rules they want. Big slap in the face to the.
But isn't that? But I guess, but it still is like, dang, that's messed up.
Yeah, I mean, Ron Johnson was up here.
And Ron Johnson was saying, and we had to get into it because I don't have to. I don't have to believe in nothing because I'm a sue. See what the thing is with me is I know that you got to take everything to court if you really want to fight for something. So they still got to take that to court. That still has to go into the court system.
Man, it seems like they're gonna get that,
and they might because if they people winning. Then it is what it is.
But how he gonna say that he wants to give the money back to the victims, but yet black people be victims and we don't be in no conversations ever when it comes to giving no money back about nothing.
Well, like I said, when you talk about the battle that was fought, and both sides was one their side to win, so both sides got their ideas. So the Democrats just gonna have to eat whatever, because they lost. And this is a part of the conversation. It's going to be a lot of conversation.
It just ain't right. It just don't feel right.
And what I'm saying is because the left pushed a lot of the DEI things like that. I always had my opinion on DEI in the first place. I always had, before all of this, I always had my idea that a lot of our ideas as a black community become diluted, and then we just go down with the ship. With all of these, DEI is a lot of people. It's not just black. But we front so many ideas that we take it personally because a lot of people's comfortability is built off the back of black. So we jump on everybody's agenda, but then when it's time for us to get some of that reciprocity, I don't see it falling back in our neighborhood. So when the power shifts, okay, let's say the left want DEI and the right don't want it. Okay, the person that's empowered to the victor go to spoils. This is a part of the game.
So, I mean, honestly, as black Americans here in America, what is there anything that we can do about this? Because ultimately we were already promised 40 acres and mules so long ago.
Facts.
We were just for the past 5-6 years conjuring up plans for reparations for black people.
And look what happened in California.
Yep.
They said the Democrats denied them that.
That's true.
The lady who helped work 2 years of looking through that came out and said the Democrats stopped the process.
So what do we do about white people getting reparations? We just let that be?
Well, the white people already got. Hold on, the white people already got reparations. What you gonna be? When we got let out of slavery, they didn't let us free without them paying them back restitution.
Golly.
So what I'm saying is, this is something that we as a people, once you start seeing a circle, you see that the game that's being played, and you start making adjustments. The problem is, are you going to make the adjustment because it's something going on in your community right now?
Yeah,
it's something going on in your neighborhood right now. But like I said, to the victor goes the spoils, and if you go into battle against somebody and they got opposing ideas and you lose, a lot of this is what is going to happen.
It's just not justified to me.
It don't have to be justified. They won.
But it's like just because you win, it don't mean you like that means you could. It's okay for you to just do whatever. Like that might happen, but it's still not okay.
Each side get to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, no, I get that too.
Everybody did what they want to do.
My thing is like
everybody did what they want to do. If you look at what the Biden administration done, it's some people after Joe Biden won that election that was on the radio on other more conservative ideas talking like this.
I get it, man, but you know what? Ultimately, I think I'm gonna identify as white. All right. If they start giving out this money, I got a little Irish in me.
Get you an attorney. Yeah. If you feel like your civil and human rights was violated, get you an attorney and go get it. It's all gonna come down to court. It's all gonna come down to legislation.
For all I know, I might be a DEI hire. So
you might. The entire truth.
Might be.
The entire truth, fam. What? That means we're going to. Okay. Anyway, what was I finna say? I done forgot. Now it's time to break.
All right, look. Thank y'all for the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation.
That's the type of white I want to be.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
And at the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers All-Star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the lines, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get Acacsha in here,
Let's do it.
Queen. But before we get into our guest that's coming in today, and we got another powerful story that's filled with a lot of people that were out here trying to help restore this family. Acacsha Jackson and her sons. It's been on the news. We've been working to make sure that her and her family have a place to stay, have a job, X, Y, and Z. So salute to everybody who have given, the community have came together. But I guess these are some new developments that are about to take place. And she wanted to come on today and give everybody an update on her story. It's been on the internet, on social media. If y'all been following her and her journey on social media, Acacsha Jackson is here. But before we bring them in, before we allow them to speak, I want to tell y'all something. To the victor go the spoils. Every side get to do what they want to do. And when you cast your vote and you're voting for your ideas and then the opposite side wins, all you're going to see is stuff that you don't agree with. That's all you're going to see. And everybody, and so for the next 4 years, all y'all going to be talking about, why they do, because that ain't your side didn't win. It happens all the time. But what are you going to do? That's what I really want to know. That's what I really want to know. This is the time to get out here in the streets and repair the community and the things that you see that you need to touch on. And I'm an advocate, so I don't care what nobody do. Only what I believe. I voted the way I wanted to vote. You voted the way you wanted to vote. But at the end of the day, stop stretching this division out and get out here in these streets. We got families that's suffering that need your attention. And only the people that don't do nothing talk. The most loudest thing is the rattling cans, because they empty. But we about that action, and I got to get back on it. I've been back on it. I never got off of it. Tell you the truth. To tell you the truth, I never got off of it. I just like to see the mindsets. People are butthurt right now. Okay, I understand it, but let's turn that attention to the neighborhoods and repair what's going on out here in these streets. And if these are to my Chicago brothers and sisters that's listening to the show, these are to my brothers and sisters from other counties and right here in the city of Milwaukee. If you're listening to this show, it's going to be a lot of forward thinking going on, a lot of families coming through telling what's going on, and we're going to get some call to actions going, and we got to get back to it. We got to get back to it. All this extra stuff is meaningless now. The election is over with. The fight is over with.
Absolutely.
To the victor go the spoils. Everybody who win get to do what they want. A certain level of people voted for Trump. Certain level of people voted for Kamala Harris. But either way, now let's get back on the work side of things. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, for y'all that's stuck, y'all, look at this, look at that. Y'all going to be sick to y'all stomach for 4 years, the ones that wanted Kamala Harris to win. Matter of fact, Joe Biden and Trump had a meeting at the White House, and Joe Biden was smiling from ear to ear.
Again,
they said that the people that was watching the meeting said that Joe Biden, this the happiest he had been all week. And it was speculation that Joe Biden didn't even vote for Kamala Harris. This is speculation. That's what they said. They said it's speculation that Jill and Joe, after they they flipped him, it's been tension ever since.
I'm quite sure.
And then some people were speculating that he didn't even vote for.
I mean, would you vote for somebody that did you like that? I wouldn't either.
So the bots, y'all can go back. I know the funding didn't dry it up, but what y'all can do is help some of these families that's about to come through the show by the hundreds. Okay, let's get to work. When we come back, we got Acacsha Jackson in the studio. A story of a family that had a house fire through arson. For her standing up due to domestic violence. She in the building. We've been covering this story since it happened. We've been working with this family since it happened. And when we come back, we're going to talk to her. The boys is in the studio. If y'all watching 1017 The Truth as we broadcast live, we got the family in studio. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This morning, but I'd rather go deeper. What do you do when you mourn? Are you crying real tears, sending teardrops? When you go through stranger things, do you binge watch? Are you just riding with your brother because your friends watch funny videos you make of them on your TikTok? I need to know who fake around me. Like who could tell a bold-faced line, be laying bare naked around me? I had trust for those that I chose to put beside me. 1 week we did a robbery, next week they chose to rob me. What a scary night. With a gun in my head, I gave her my bread.
like this thief made air slice. I got away, spun the block, thinking what was right. Should I let this man live or should I take his life? I got friends.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Being jamming on the ones and twos. Hollywood Hooks out on all streaming services. We got the Queen, Elizabeth Brown, in studio. Look, Truth Nation, I need y'all to open up your ears. I need y'all to hear the family of Acacsha Jackson right here in the studio. They're here and they're talking about their journey. Once again, a huge story in the community where there was a house fire and the family, the 12-year-old, the son, jumped from the balcony.
King.
His name is King. He got help. He they lost everything in the fire. So we worked as a community. We started working together as a community. Salute to Dog City and who are the other people that stepped in to try to help with the situation?
Mr. Willie. His bar called WC. Can't think of the whole name, but I know WC bar, I'm going to just say.
Right.
But Mr. Willie.
Right. So it's a couple of community ideas that came together. A lot of people online and on social media started, just chipping in, doing what they can.
Yes.
Salute. And Acacsha Jackson is here to give us an update on where she currently is right now with the situation and actually getting a home. I heard you have a house now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And that you had a job, but you're still trying to get things in order.
To get stable, to get back to work.
Okay.
Right now I can't have a babysitter at my house with the boys there, while work is nothing there.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
So basically, I went to Christian Faith Fellowship Church on the 20th of October. From there.
Now, Christian Faith is a huge church in the city. I even saw a video of the event that took place.
Yes.
But you went to Christian Faith with hopes of what?
I went up for prayer, and I tapped the person that was, in front of me trying to get his attention to let him know, I want prayer. I want to just be somewhere where I'm safe at, I'm loved at, and, just be in a good community and try to get my life back on track. I told them about my house fire. Not the whole situation, just was, we was in a house fire and I'm just going through a lot, got my guards up, I don't know which way to turn, and I just need prayer. They end up going up telling Bishop as he was preaching.
Bishop Hines.
As they went up and told him, from there, that's when he asked us to come to the front and everyone else would go sit down. From there, as everyone seen the service, he had the congregation come together and give to me and my kids.
Well, but when I'm watching the video, what I do see, because this was recorded, what I see is that he says that he normally don't do this.
Yes, sir.
This is not something normal for them to do.
Yeah, that God put it on his heart.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then what happens after that?
From there, as he preaching, he told people to start giving. Wherever it's at, just start giving. And they start giving. After a while, we was moved from the stage. We went to go sit down for a minute until it was time to go up into the office. Went up in the office. It was only 3 of us up in there that I remember. The bishop, his wife, and Pastor Kathy. From there, they told us that no later than Wednesday, Friday, we'd be hearing something. I never heard nothing right then and there.
So you didn't get the money from the gathering that day. They told you they were going to give it to you at a later date. And so you moved on from there. How long did it take for them to contact you after that date?
Nobody contacted me. I contacted them once I got a house, letting them know that, I got a place.
So was that the plan, to get a place and then contact them, or I'm just going to contact you and get you straight with what we received on your behalf?
It wasn't explained like that. It was just no later than Wednesday and Friday, someone to be getting in contact with you is Pastor Kathy.
And nobody reached out?
Mm-mm.
So you had to call back?
I called them, letting them know, like, you know, I got a place, and it went from there.
Okay, you got this place. You tell them you got this place. Happy that you now have a place after this whole journey of sleeping in hotels.
All over the place.
Just trying to
kids here.
Maintain.
Yeah.
So you get a place, you call them, and then what happens?
From there, I text her and, you know, letting her know that I found me a place and everything and stuff, and telling her how much I was, you know, so happy and everything. From there, that's when she texted back, she said, okay, congratulations, who will the check be payable to? Who will the contractor be?
How much money was raised?
$8,000.
$8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be used now where you're requesting to use it for the house.
Right.
Okay, so what happened after that?
When she called me, we still texting. So as we still texting, she asked me how much will the rent be, and I tell her. From there, she's like, okay, do you got the agreement leasing? I said, yeah. I sent it all to her. She steady asking me, who will the check be payable to? Who would it be entitled to?
And
I don't know what else to say. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not understanding what she want me to say on her end. Like,
right.
It wasn't discussed, like, when I contact you or you contact me once you find a place, had this stuff in order.
Right. That wasn't told to you.
I was just Acacsha Jackson, you know, me. Right. The check come to me. So.
You wanted the check to come written in your name.
Right.
What? So it didn't. So how did they do it? What happened?
Basically, I kept asking her, can she call me? Because I'm a little confused. She finally gave me a call. When she gave me a call, she said, so this how it go. Our accountant don't give one person the money. The account don't give one person, one individual, the money.
What?
So I'm like,
but it was fit.
I ain't know what to say. I'm like, okay.
So how do they do it?
You gotta find somebody with a LLC, a business that got a contract.
What?
She asked me, do I want to buy a car? I'm not thinking about no car. I'm just, the same thing I said, saying to y'all, I said, I'm not thinking about a car. I'm just worrying about getting my house back together for my kids before the holidays and stuff come in, and definitely before my son, birthday.
So how did y'all resolve this? Because there's $8,000 here that was given to you.
Yes.
They wasn't going to give it to you. They said you needed somebody with an LLC to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how are they going to give it out to you? What was the plan? How was it going to
lounge it out?
You come to them. They were going to give it to you in increments depending on what you need. They was going to show up at the store.
Yeah.
You got to go to a store and call somebody to come pay the money. How was this given out to you?
Just like how you said it. Like, once I go to a store, whenever I want to purchase something, I will always call Pastor Kathy and tell her that I'm ready to get something, and she'll come out.
So Pastor Kathy is available anytime you call. She's going to just run up there. If you wanted to get some food, it's 10 o'clock at night. You got to, Pastor Kathy got to come and come through the drive-thru and
lounge the money to you.
That's
pinch it off to you.
When I'm ready to make a purchase on something, call her. She will come make the payment for me.
How did that work out?
I got frustrated, and I said, you know what? Get the money to the landlord.
To pay up the rent?
To pay up the rent. Because I didn't feel like keep calling. Every time I want to make a payment on something, every time I want to buy something, anything I want to do, maybe I wanted to go out of town to go shop in Chicago or something. They got good furniture stores or, just saying, I could have been far away from her and she don't want to come that far. How was it going to go? Nobody broke anything down to me that make me have an understanding on
how this was going to happen.
How it was going to happen until the day I said I got a place.
So at this point right now, Do you feel that they handled the situation correctly? How do you feel about what took place with this church? This is one of the hugest churches in the city.
I feel like it wasn't handled right. I didn't know it was going to go like this. I should have been told, once you find a place, before I left out that office, or whoever's the person that supposed to got in contact with me that Wednesday or Friday, they should have been telling me, like, once it's time to give the money, to you, it'll go like this.
Right.
It won't come straight to your hand.
That's
right.
crazy.
I've been in normals of churches and they didn't give.
They just cut the check.
They just walk that family.
Everybody that raised money just gave you the money.
Just get a person the check.
And they leave with it.
Because people are giving out of good faith.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that now that this $8,000 that was given to you is in the hands of the landlord.
Yes.
And the rent for the house is paid up. Yes. But yet you don't have any furniture or anything. What would you have done if they would have wrote you the check for the money?
Get my house together, get my kids them bedroom sets together, get everything they need. I got a son's birthday coming up November the 17th. That's Sunday. Take him out, surprise him with stuff because we've been going through so much. Just get their Christmas stuff together, do everything that I need to do to get back on my feet. Like, I just feel like the part with how they dashed the money out, I went to go pick up the check from the church and I dropped it off to the landlord.
What do you say to the people that's saying, hey, look, they raised the $8,000 for you in the first place?
At the end of the day, I shouldn't have to go through that. I got 4 kids I'm dealing around when I'm grown. I don't need nobody shackled around me calling and saying this and saying that. Like, maybe I had some personal needs that I had to go to the store and get my cycle come on or something. I got to call, just saying, I'm sorry to put it out there, but just trying
Don't
to give
be
it,
sorry. Yes.
What if I had to call and, I want to get some pads and I want to get this and so now when I'm on my administration and all,
So you're feeling that they kind of put together like a little system where they was going to just piece it out to you. You had to call somebody from them to come and give you whatever you wanted, whether they had to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning or if
maybe
it's
I
during the day.
Black Friday. I ain't never been to, that I want to take my boys into Black Friday and get them together for Christmas. Like,
wow.
I said, what if I want to put some of the money into the bank and put it into savings?
They're giving you a chaperone.
It'd always be here when you need it. And
wow.
Do you feel that $8,000 was the amount that was actually raised, as huge as that church was? And when I was watching the video, a lot of people came together to donate.
And salute to all of those people.
Salute to everybody that gave,
and continuously gave.
Like, I'm definitely grateful and thankful. Mm-hmm. It just, I feel like I already been talking to all these people just going through so much. I wanted to feel relaxed when I shop and get this house together and make it back at a home, for us. I didn't feel like I should have to keep calling and calling and calling. I don't want to feel like I'm being a burden and just keep calling her. She might have a day she don't feel good and don't want to come out and, like, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely grateful.
Yeah, of course.
I am. I'm not being a meanie about it or anything. Like,
we know.
Well, check this out. Have you talked to the bishop since this happened?
Only my mom talked to his sister.
So he knows what's going on.
Now, I think so. It's out there, yeah.
And has he reached out to clear things up?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I know there's some people from Christian faith that listen to this show. Let's ask for the bishop to actually come and get some clarification. Let's hope that we can get some clarification on this with the bishop. And to me, I'll say this. This is why we have to pay attention to things in our community, because this was a huge community effort.
Yes.
And you also said that there is other things that's unseen, like a Vimo, a Cash App, and other things that were attached to the giving process with this.
Mm-hmm. It's everybody see it when they at church. It play on the screen. People that's virtual watching the service, they, send money that way.
Wow.
Yeah. It was pronounced on there as well that it was different things. If you didn't have cash, you could do the Venmo, the Cash App, and things like that. What wasn't told was the fact that that there will be a process. I was under the impression.
And that it'd be like a write-off on taxes, and it was handled that way because it was so much money, and they didn't want me to pay taxes. I'm confused. I don't know.
Look, I know people gave,
Right.
and when we give, it don't matter what you did with the money, even though we know you, personally, we've got to know you personally and how well you take care of your kids and things like that. But when God put it on your heart to give, it don't matter what you did with it. Because the reason we gave was because we felt you needed it at the time.
Right.
And so there should have been no, a person that have to manage you or anything like that. People gave for you and your children in y'all time of need. And the sad reality, every church that I went through, when you do call those calls for actions, a check either given or the money is given to you right then and there. I mean, this is
I agree. I've been a deacon for a long time.
That part.
Every time we raise money for people, we gave them the money because this is what when you call for people to come together, they're saying, okay, we're using you as the vehicle to do what we want for her.
Yes.
Or for him.
Yes.
And now
that ain't it.
If you're safeguarding the money, who is to say that it was just $8,000?
That part.
If you were pinching it out, I mean, we hoping that the honesty is there, but many times we have to make sure
we got to keep it real.
That the money is the right amount and that it's being given properly. So I'm hoping that Christian Faith will give some clarification on this because, the fact that they gave was powerful.
Yes.
But now the people that gathered the money have to come to the forefront.
Yes.
Because the person that everybody was trying to get the money to has a lot of valid feelings about how it was handled.
Absolutely. And I can guarantee you those that gave at Christian Faith, goal was for you to get that money. There shouldn't have been a process. You understand what I'm saying? Like the church was supposed, matter of fact, I didn't talk to a couple pastors and they was like that money was supposed to be collected, a check was supposed to be given to you. In your name. It shouldn't have been a process and procedure jumping through hoops. He stated that this was his first time ever doing it like that.
Yeah.
It
was basically like told from someone that's from the inside contacted me and basically telling me like it was more money. And I'm like, okay, ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm just worrying about
just how you feeling, and not
I
only
feel like
that,
I should have just got that towards me and going on by my way, get myself together, and continue to
being blessed,
go to church and do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Well, look, when we come back, I want to get an update on what is needed, moving forward, because we more closer to the end of this
than we
were at the beginning of this. So that's the bright side.
Yeah.
And when we come back, what can we do to make sure that this family has what they need right now during these times? And salute to everybody in the community that have came together. Look, powerful situation, and no matter what's going on right now, it's always ways to keep it on the up and up.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to talk about that when we get back. Hey, look, we got the family of Acacsha Jackson in studio. We got the boys here. We're going to hear from the boys. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
We're getting close to awarding someone $10,000. It's the third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition, November 21st at Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m. Hosted by the Wisconsin Black Chamber. It's the last chance to qualify for the pitch finale in December. Be there at 5 p.m. to register to compete. Registration to pitch is only open for 15 minutes, so be on time if you want a chance to be a finalist and compete in December for the $10,000 first place prize. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Let me say that again. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Third Thursday is not just about the pitch competition, though. There's life-changing networking opportunities, games, prizes, and music by DJ L Boogie. There is no cost to attend our Third Thursday event or compete in the pitch competition, so don't miss out. Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m. Visit twbcc.com so you don't miss out on what we have going on.
This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon. Listen to The Truth all day, every day by downloading the Truth app or streaming on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher. Milwaukee Black Talk, 101.7 The Truth.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Gruber Law Offices presents Thanalysis.
Republic of Congo. Yes, sir. And Spain.
A podcast from Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Serge Ibaka. Yes, sir.
Also supported by Carbliss, premium ready-to-drink cocktails.
One of the best chefs in the world.
And Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee.
Only way to get me, you have to come to Paris.
Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Then my boy went to jail on Christmas night. Cracked that man's skull, almost took his life. Yeah, so many lives was affected. I just hope when your son grows up, he don't feel neglected. Yeah.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Being jamming on the ones and twos. Look, Queen Elizabeth Brown, we got the family of Acacsha Jackson in studio.
Yes, yes.
And we got the boys.
Beautiful boys.
Look, how y'all doing?
Thank you. Good.
Now, y'all in school now. How y'all doing?
Good.
How y'all adapting to the situation with the new house?
We like it.
Hey, so during this process, how y'all been dealing with it? How y'all been doing so far?
We've been okay, just trying to keep it together.
Mm-hmm.
And we just hoping that we'll get somebody that's to send us something good. Feel like we could get our bedrooms together. And yeah.
Go right ahead. How you been dealing with this process?
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Look like y'all gonna be some basketball players and some football players to me. Would you like basketball, football, or both?
Both.
They can actually be some models too. Y'all know y'all can model too. Like,
A lot of people tell them that.
Yeah, they can.
Well, we at the point where we got to make sure that we are doing our part as far as the community and being involved. And what does the family need right now?
Right now, like, we don't have anything up in the house. It's just like we got 2 little blower beds that's there with us. We got probably like 2 sheets that's there to cover up with, and that we sharing. Other than that, we don't got much.
Right.
We got probably 2 big towels and a couple of like 3-4 face towels. We got some soap and stuff that some people brung us. Mm-hmm. Some toothpastes, some toothbrushes. We got them already. It's really much. I'm just buying food as I go out the day, you know.
Yeah. Y'all got a stove or refrigerator? No.
It's a stove and a refrigerator there, but it don't work.
So that has to be moved.
Yep. So right now it's just taking it one day at a time.
It's people reaching out to me because they've been watching your social media posts. You know, they've been watching your social media posts, and they've been hitting me up saying, okay, who do I call? Because I want to bring something. Is there a number? Is there a place?
My mom number.
Is there an email or something that people can reach out so they can deliver things? Because I think a minister, when I walked in, a minister hit me up and said he saw what you was posting online, and he wanted to make sure that he can get involved and help. And a lot of community members are just waiting for the information to say, okay, this is the number to call, this is the place to drop things off. So is there, maybe we should set up something that can happen, or y'all can bring it up to 1017 The Truth, and we'll have a table outside in the 3rd Street Market Hall like we did the Simmons family, and y'all can drop things off right here at the station.
I think that'd be fine too as well.
Okay, so I think that this is something that we have to do as a call to action. What housing needs: a kitchen table, beds, sheets,
pillows.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Domestic stuff.
Yeah.
Dishes. All of that stuff. You know, one time I was out, running around. I was in a rock band.
Right.
And then when all that was over with, I had to get domesticated.
Yeah.
I never knew
how overwhelming.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a lot.
To get the can opener.
Absolutely.
You don't think about these things.
Mixing spoons, a bowl, it's a lot of work going into getting domesticated.
So once again, we need to get a center point for her, because this was a domestic violence incident.
It was.
So she doesn't want to put her information out there like that on the airwaves.
Absolutely.
This happened due to you standing up against your domestic abuser, where the retaliation led to an arson.
Yes.
And your house was burned down.
Yes.
And her losing her job.
Right. So to me, like I said, if y'all want to bring anything, I guess tomorrow was Thursday?
Yeah.
I guess you want to start it Monday? Monday. Okay,
Yeah.
so tomorrow we'll set up something, and then we'll collect. We can start collecting tomorrow, I guess.
Tomorrow, yeah.
But if we'll make a number or information that they can come and they can actually drop it off here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. We'll have a table set up. But like I said, this is what we have to do, It is what it is. It makes better sense, like in the chat, I think it makes sense to drop off a specific location like the radio station. There are a lot of weird people out here, and you don't want the wrong person to show up at her house, at her mom's house. Yeah, that's true.
Would I be able to say something?
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to thank God for putting it on Bishop to have, the congregation to come together and do this for me. I'm so thankful, like, they did come together and do what they did for me and my kids. Don't get me wrong. I definitely am. I love Bishop. I just feel like the communication was off. I love him and Pastor Pam. Like I said, I just feel like stuff was off and it wasn't being handled right how I feel.
Do you think that he was informed?
I don't think he was informed when the stuff was going on, how it was going on at the moment. Like when I found the house and all that, I was able to tell him one day when we went to church, like I said, like probably a week or two ago, if I'm not mistaken, I was able to tell him that we found the place, and he was like happy for us and stuff like that. I'm definitely thankful. Like,
okay, well, like I said,
I'm not being ungrateful or anything like that. And like I said, I just wanted to shop peacefully with my kids and just go out and get what we wanted and not keep bothering. This lady, she got her own life. I didn't want to bother her. And I know that she was assigned to do that, but I didn't want to bother her.
That's not the process that was supposed to happen.
Well, to me, I want to make sure that, because maybe the people that were dealing with the situation, I just want to know that the bishop, maybe he didn't know. I mean, I'm going to put it in that space.
Yeah.
Because maybe he got people working and doing things, and maybe he was busy and all this probably could have been going on. So I just want to know, or figure out what his order is at this point, knowing that all this was going on.
Right. And I just got a Cash App as well, Queen. My sister Rhonda just sent the boys $100. So
thank you, Rhonda. We appreciate you.
Salute, Queen.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, Truth Nation, this is what we got to do. We got problems in our community. We got people suffering in our communities, and this is where we got to put that energy. And I'm asking Truth Nation to let's help finish it. We closer to the ending.
Yes.
We are.
We are closer to the ending. We are so close to getting this house back to where it needs to be. And once again, Acacsha, I appreciate you for your strength.
Yes.
And dealing with a lot of this is a lot of difficult days that you had to go through that you probably ain't even talked about. Losing everything, being misplaced with 4 boys.
Yes.
A single mother with 4 boys, and then having the community come together and being able to get through certain situations where at one point you may have to sleep in the car to try to figure it out.
And we did. Smith Park is our park.
But you don't want to tell nobody.
But I'm just saying, that's my childhood park.
Right.
So that was always my run to. And
I just want you to know that you have been upholding yourself amazing. The babies, because I already know. I talk to you all the time, and I try to send you encouragement. And I just want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I know that, with everybody in your ear and people saying certain things, but right now we're in a time now where we have to make sure that we are having the conversations, because the silence is the sickness of trauma. Yeah. And if we don't correct it, if we don't talk about it, then it repeats itself. So thank you for being the strength. I don't know what God's purpose for your life is, but I do know I'm thankful that I crossed your path.
Thank you. I'm thankful you came into my life as well, too. Thank you.
Well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Milwaukee Panthers are back in action Tuesday night as they head to Pittsburgh to take on the Duquesne University Dukes.
Lead ahead where Lyric Davis rises up to send it in. Again, the Panthers have Stillwell with 16. Franklin buries a 3 left at the top. He makes it 86-49. He's got 8.
Scott Warris has the coverage Tuesday starting at 5:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Craving something mouthwatering? Head to Munchies, Milwaukee's finest quick service eatery. You'll love their gourmet egg rolls, wings, loaded fries, and fried fish. And don't miss their signature pasta dishes and soul food options. Plus, ask about their upcoming pound cake line. They're open Wednesday to Saturday, 12 to 6 p.m. Visit Munchies on site. Call in your order or get delivery. Follow Munchies on Facebook and Instagram at Munchies Detroit Style. Check out their website at munchiesdetroitstyle.com. Munchies, where your cravings meet satisfaction.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
My chicken lost one, I'm sorry, keep pouring me up. You claim your love with a stud, keep rolling me up. The weed I smoke, I drink. It's supposed to stop the pain, it can't. I pray to God, I pray.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Once again, we got the family of Acacsha Jackson in studio. Her journey from suffering from a fire in the city of Milwaukee where it was an arson on her home after she testified against a domestic abuser, her domestic abuser, and she lost everything in this fire. So it's been brought to my attention that there has been a release from Christian Fellowship Church. I have the release. It was released November 14, 2024. Benjamin have forwarded this press release that is from Christian Faith Fellowship Church. I'm going to read it right here live on the air. Christian Faith Fellowship Church Chief Operating Officer Daryl Hines II issued the following statement today. For nearly 40 years, Christian Faith Fellowship Church has prided itself in sharing God's love. On October 20th, when a member of the community came to our congregation in need, our congregation rallied to help support the local family, raising $8,000 in funds. Per the family's request, every penny of the funds raised was used to prepay the family's rent up to $8,000. There is absolutely no merit to the claims that any funds raised were not used to directly benefit the family. In fact, additional funds have been provided by the church above and beyond the $8,000 to provide for groceries. We want to see this family and all families in our community thrive. We strive to be generous, a generous church that rises up to meet the needs of our community, as we did in this circumstance. That will continue to be our focus moving forward. Acacsha, I want to get your reaction to this.
The money, the $8,000, yes, but groceries, I don't know about that part.
Above and beyond the $8,000.
So have they ever bought you groceries?
No, since this right here.
Since you've been involved with this church, since this
the house fire.
Yeah.
Throughout the house fire, no.
Have they done anything extra outside of giving you the $8,000?
No, it was just the $8,000.
So nobody took you out to eat? Nobody bought you groceries?
I mean, a lady took me out to eat, but I didn't know that was off their money. She said,
one of the
hungry, y'all want to go out to eat.
People from the church took you out to eat.
Yeah, she took me out to eat the day.
But no groceries was bought.
No,
because this says right here that the groceries they provided for groceries, monies for groceries.
No.
Okay.
I didn't get no groceries.
All right. Well, what is your response to this release? It was released today, probably responding to a lot of the social media posts. What do you want to say to the community now that you know that this is out here?
I'd heard it already about the $8,000. That was all that was raised, okay? Like I said, I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I definitely am. But the other part, putting other stuff in, though.
Oh, wow. Well, I think that maybe Bishop, he should have a talk with you in the family, because, like I said, this
I been wrote, that asked to speak with him face, and I didn't get nothing. I didn't get no response back.
All right. Well, as we continue, Truth Nation, to me, I'll say this: we almost done. We almost done. We're almost done with this journey. We just need to get things in the house. We need to get this family back to normal. This is real repair going on, and we do this. This is what we do, Truth Nation.
This is what we do.
These are the call to actions I've been telling y'all about, and as we keep moving forward, like I said, I'm hoping that we can get some clarification between at least you and the bishop. I think it's a lot of people probably in between.
Yeah.
What's going on, and he may be, his people may have wrote this statement.
Right.
He may not have known from your behalf, other than what's going on social media. Well, like I said, but what's going on social media, what's going on right now. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave a little room because, like I said, when it's a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of clutter,
absolutely
in the middle, a lot can be misread.
Yeah.
But look, I appreciate you for your fight.
Me too.
Because you stood up against somebody that was abusing you, put you in the hospital.
Yes.
Severe abuse. Okay? And then you testified against that person. Mm-hmm. You was retaliated against. Your house was burnt to the ground. Not burnt to the ground, but it was severely burnt to where you lost everything. Because I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, our job is to make sure that we take action in our own hands. And thank you to everybody in the community.
Yes, that stood up.
Thank you.
Definitely, thank you all.
Thank you for everybody that took part in trying to heal this situation. And I thank you for coming on the show. We almost there.
We are.
We ain't too far away.
No.
And I appreciate you for coming on the show today, giving everybody an update. Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. I got a question, Truth Nation. We're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Tap into Milwaukee's most entertaining morning show.
Telly was getting frustrated because he couldn't connect to Wi-Fi, and he was like, Tony said, "Oh, crud."
Oh,
wow. Crud. Oh, crud. Crud knuckles.
And Tony get all of my words on the golf course because I don't curse, and if I do something wrong, my go-to word is fudge.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Perspective is essential. What I found is the news behind the news is more important. I want you to leave my show with a sense of knowing what was missing that adds depth to the conversation. Tune in Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, or 1017thetruth.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
and they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, we just had a conversation about a situation that we've been dealing with for a while now, since October. And I'll say this, I appreciate everybody that have done whatever they could do. Everybody do a little, prayers. Nobody got to do
Absolutely.
A lot. And the family of Acacsha Jackson, they still in the studio. They still here, hanging out. And salute to those that are trying to mitigate the situation. Because maybe there may be some miscommunication in this, because there's a lot of people I see that's in between this.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, let's give grace and see what the bishop, he released a statement. And I wish that many times when we have certain things going on, that all the people in the middle, maybe we just need to get straight to the source, you know what I mean, and let that source speak. And I guess this press release that was released on the behalf, or this is his statement to the community. And many times when we have these type of conversations moving forward, I would love that everybody try to put their half in, so we can get to where we can make it right, or where we can just resolve it.
Absolutely.
Because that's the ultimate goal, is to bring some resolve. And like I said, moving into 2025, there's going to be a lot of different situations out here that's going on. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, we got to make sure we shift that energy back to the community. And many times we go back inside after elections.
We do.
But this is the reason we got to be outside. We got to be on these front lines. We got to be about that action. We got to not be so reactive many times.
Absolutely.
And as we move forward, I'm going to come up with a way that people can drop off items for the family right here at the 3rd Street Market Hall, like we always do.
Yep.
We set up a way where people can drop off things at a table, and just, if they want to give, make sure that they can participate while keeping the people that need the services safe.
Absolutely.
So once again, the family of Acacsha Jackson in studio still. But I got a question, Elizabeth Brown. I mean, I always have my question of the day. It's Thursday. My question of the day, and this is something that made me go, because a lot of people, we live life, and many times there's no blueprint.
Absolutely.
So in hindsight, we go back and think, maybe I should have did that different.
Right.
But like you always say, if you change anything, you don't have the person
if you change
that's sitting here.
If you change anything, you change everything, and then you're not who you are right now.
But some people may not like who they are right now,
And that mean they can change it.
Right. So
change who they are
so
right
my
now.
question,
okay,
is, if you could go back in time and stop yourself from making one decision, you only get to make one. You need to go back in time and stop yourself from making one decision. What would that be, and how would it affect and change your life right now?
It's going to change everything.
But like I said, I'm just asking Truth Nation.
Okay.
What, if you could go back and change one decision, what would that decision be, and how would that change your life today, or how you think it would if you had to go back and change that decision? Because like I said, I talked to a lot of people, and I saw this conversation, and some people say I would never go back and change anything.
Yeah,
because I am who I am today. Then some people was in there saying, man, I wouldn't have got in that relationship. I would have avoided that relationship because it made X, Y, and Z. They was describing all the stuff they had to go through. And if they would have kept going to school, or, their life probably would have been a little different. So I could see both sides.
It could have been different for the better or the worse.
Right, but I can see both sides. But the ideal is, if you can go back, and you only get one. You can't go back with no equipment. You just going back in time to change one thing, one decision in life. What would it be, and how would your life be right now? If you think that, if you hadn't done that. Ben Jim, I'm gonna call on you to see. You the rabbit hole person. It is Rabbit Hole Thursdays.
It is Rabbit Hole Thursdays.
It is Rabbit Hole Thursdays. That's very true. Right. So, when you talk about going back in time, is there anything that if you could do one thing to go back in time and change that one thing, how would your life, or how would you feel that would have altered your life?
If there was one thing that Benjamin could go back in time and change, and it's just the one thing that would probably have a profound effect on my life today. All right. In all honesty, it would have to be a former relationship that I had with a heavy set woman.
What?
All right. I would have left her. I would have left her alone, man.
Oh, wow.
I would have ended our relationship within the first 3 months, because in the first 3 months she cheated on me.
What?
But then I stayed around. I was trying to stay down. I was trying to stay down. I'm like, no, we can be faithful. We can do this thing. But ultimately, what it would have provided me with is just more time for me. You know what I'm saying? More time for me to just figure myself out, my life out more. And I probably would have had a few more honey dips. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So, yeah. I would have left that fat chick alone. That's what it would have been. All right?
Horrible.
Told her to put down the Big Macs or something. Save me $1 or $2.
Hey, you liked it.
I loved it, too. I ain't gonna lie.
You said at the time it was powerful.
It was very powerful.
Oh, wow.
As Noted you say, it was juicy.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Question of the day, Truth Nation. If you could go back in time and stop yourself from making one decision, this is, you only get one. Don't call in talking about you went back in time with the pistol and all this, and you had all this equipment. You didn't, no, you going back. You got one shot to change the one decision. And how would that have changed your life today? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you can go back in time and stop yourself from making one decision, don't give me two decisions, don't give me three situations. Some of y'all got more than, y'all would try to go back and try to get a whole bunch of things that y'all done did.
Hey, some of us got lead poison.
But it's
so
still,
it's just one.
It's just one
decision.
One decision.
One.
And what would you change? And how would it affect your life right now? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We're going to head to the lines. Nene.
Hey.
Salute.
Hey, how y'all doing? I would change my eating habits.
Okay.
Okay, so what you would,
how early on,
what age would you go back to try to change
your eating habits?
I would go back to like my early 20s when I started getting some good little money coming in with my good jobs and stuff like that. Then they would go out to eat real good.
Oh, wow.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Hey, you what you trying to prevent? How would that have affected you right now?
Right now, I wouldn't be dealing with hypertension and, bad eating habits and trying to get my health in order with exercise, just like my whole mindset on health, because health is wealth. So if I could go back and change that one thing, that's important, I would be in a better, healthy position right now.
That's what's up. Okay, powerful.
Salute, Queen.
Hey, thank you for tapping in. Have a blessed day.
All right.
Black Conscious, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Because I'm black and I'm black because I'm black, y'all.
Hey.
What's up, my good people?
Blessings, brother.
Hey, spoke to y'all to this thing we called an election was over. I just had to clear my head, but we're going to be all right.
Absolutely.
We're going to be all right. So, that is a very powerful question. So I would have to sum up like, I would have forgave my father early in my 20s so we'd have had a stronger relationship than in my latter days right before he passed.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's powerful.
As I grow older, I know relationships are just that. And instead of them hating each other, they divorced and went apart. But I was bitter because of that, and it took me later into my mid-30s, late 40s to really see that and forgave my father. But I would have gave him
a second chance.
Forgive him early on. Well, we all get second chances in grace,
right.
But just to bury that anger that I had against him for not even knowing why. And, we had that conversation before his passing, but it was a lot of years wasted that I could have, like right now, you got so many questions. As I'm doing this DNA, and now I don't have him to answer those questions.
Oh,
so I have to go around and this, that, and the third. And that is something I wish I had did earlier. Just forgave him for what it was, and then we could, as men, have a sit down and talk about life and, decisions you make and things of that nature.
That's powerful.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I would have forgiven him. They weren't in love with no more and things happen. And then we go through the same thing, but we don't have forgiveness for our parents or understanding. That's just the way it went. That's just the way it is.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you for
King.
tapping in. That's a powerful moment. in
Live
life.
righteous, Milwaukee. Peace, my brother.
All
Peace.
right. Thank you for tapping in, Black Conscious. Kayla? Marcel. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
How you doing?
How you doing, Marcel?
King. I'm doing pretty good. The one thing I would have changed in my lifetime would have been the college I would have chose.
But what happened? What was the college? What was the situation?
I chose a college that really didn't care about your education, really. They care about your athletic ability. And sad to say that a lot of HBCU colleges, they just care about your athletic ability instead of your education.
Oh, wow.
So it's like the college I went to, Elizabeth City State, down in North Carolina, the coach told me, he said, the only thing I care about is, he said, what comes in the dictionary first, athlete or school? And I told him, I said, athlete. He said, well, just take care of that football field first. Don't worry about the school. I'll take care of that. So really, I just wish I would have went to a better school instead of went to a school that they just care about your athletic ability instead.
Oh, wow.
So how do you feel if you were able to change that? How do you feel your life will be different now had you went to a school that cared about your education versus your athletic ability?
I feel like I would have been in the NFL, or I would have a better business than where I'm at right now in life.
Mindset. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Well, look, that's powerful. I appreciate you for tapping in. Look, this is real. One moment in life, one decision that you have to go back and change could alter your life, because in hindsight, 2020, you can look back over your life and be like, man, like if I'd have took that right turn at Albuquerque, like Bugs Bunny used to say that.
Right.
And I used to laugh. I use it now. I'd be like, man, I should have took that turn in Albuquerque.
Right.
The thing is, but how would your life be not right now, the trajectory,
Absolutely.
We got Eddie on the lines. Eddie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good day, Tory. Good day, Liz. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Eddie?
Salute.
I'm doing okay. Thank you. I think every fella has a handful of days that if he could jump into a time machine, he would make the other decision, be it a woman, a place, a job, whatever it may be. But Tory, Liz, lately, I've had a lot of thoughts. I've been guilted, been haunted by one of my decisions. And I remember about 20-some years ago, I was walking through the streets of Manhattan when I bumped into P. Diddy Puppy Combs. And we got in a little altercation.
Are you sure?
And,
it was just a little altercation. You didn't go back to his house, did you, Eddie?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't even know that kind of thing could exist. But I just wanted to say I feel bad. If I would have just thrown a right cross, Tory, maybe it would have altered everything that would have happened from that point on. And I just feel bad. I just feel bad about the whole thing. I fault myself with what I do. So.
And now you're walking around.
The one I choose.
So if you would have hit him and you would have went to prison, because you would have got sued for assault, it's Puff Daddy. So how would that have altered your life?
Hey, especially back then, Eddie, because Puff Daddy had some real life people that wasn't playing. So if you would have hit him and then they would have done something to you, then maybe you wouldn't even be on here talking. So,
well, right away I would have attached myself to the mafia.
Okay,
and I would have protected like those guys on Goodfellas. While they're making steaks and eating lobster in the jail cells, right?
Oh, wow.
I would have attached myself to that kind of thing. That way I would have been protected due to my ancestry.
Well, you got long hair going into jail.
Yeah,
you brag about your hair being long now.
You got long hair.
Oh, my God. It wasn't long back then. It was beautiful, but it wasn't long. It wasn't long hair back then. It was beautiful hair. I didn't understand the full potential.
I can see
that. On that note, I'm going to go.
All right, Eddie.
All right, have a good day, Eddie.
Thank you for tapping in. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got White Widow on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
What are some of the things that we need to really focus on to get our fair share of these opportunities, i.e. access to capital?
It's very important to always think about building a strong business plan, understanding the financial parameters around what you're trying to accomplish, building great networks and great relationships so you can have partnerships in building out your dream. And then finding a good financial partner like Old National to help really orchestrate your vision of the organization. And then, as you know, DT, you wouldn't be where you're at because you're phenomenal, doing great work. And then you have to really have to go to work. If you have that dream, you have that vision, the business plan, the financial piece, then you have to really work at it and keep building.
Learn more about the Old National Bank Small Business Empowerment Loan by visiting oldnational.com/small business or contact a small business banker at Old National Bank.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? That spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number? 1-800-662-HELP. What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cogg's Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
That's just a reminder, don't talk on the team. And they off the green. Script them this and they use machines. Just remember this thing. What was you doing for all this green? Who do you love when you was
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Being jamming on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Question of the day, Truth Nation.
Yo.
You can go back and change one decision, just one. What would it be, and how would that affect your life right now? 833-212-1017. Hey, a lot of people, man, I wish I could go back. I'm on the lines. Diggy says I would have stopped the assassination of either MLK, Malcolm X, or JFK. I guess he would go back and try to do something with other people.
Right.
He would decide to actually go to the rally that day and try to stop it, but I guess what I was saying was something that would alter your personal self.
Well, I guess he's saying if he go back and do that, then his life probably would have changed.
Yeah, and how would it have changed his life? Because maybe Martin Luther King would be the first president, black president.
Or Malcolm.
Malcolm, yeah. What else we got in the chat? Travis, the Matrix says, I'll go back when I'm in high school at Bayview and take the classes. Agricultural drafting, seriously. Architectural drafting, seriously.
Okay.
All right.
Salute.
Okay, we got White Widow on the lines. White Widow, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, afternoon. This day is so dreary. I'm so happy to talk to my bright lights down at 101.7.
Hey.
You know what? Like I told you, I'm a civil rights baby. I was privileged to watch at the TV. I was there when the commandos came by our house. You know, Seraphin, Ernest Lacey, Mama Lacey. So when we got to junior high, prior to 7th grade, you had to make a decision. What were you going to be, a hood, or were you going to be a collegiate? And we were hoods. And the fact of the matter is that once I got the Stuyvesant, 8th grade, Wells and Peckham girls started coming in. You had to, you postured, had a couple of fights, and then you end up, being friends. So by 9th grade, we're saying, hey, we want open lunch. We want to get off this playground. We go to the principal. We said, hey, we'd like open lunch. Neighborhood don't want to rats out on that streets, right? We knew better. Because we were on the way to school, we were spending our money at the grocery store,
Yeah.
So we went up and down North Avenue because we are children of the movements and the original movements. We got a petition. Do you want our students' money? They said, hell yeah. So we took it to the principal. He said, no, you're not going to have it. So we organized a walkout. Made sure everybody was loaded up with eggs. We walked out of that school. The
What,
whole
y'all was
school
throwing
walked
eggs
out.
at people?
We threw it at the school. Give us open lunch. Hell it. They didn't know what was happening. The principal ran out and started, why are you saying to me, why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? You're in 9th grade. You're going next year. And I turned around and I said, because my sister's in 8th. But the moral of the story is during the chaos on that playground, I was jealous of the girls. Once you got out of school, if you walked up North Avenue, that was lines of demarcation. You didn't run with those people. You didn't talk to them people. You had nothing in common with people. You got out of 51st, you walked down. That was who you walked and hung around with. Well, I watched these girls, and, they had pretty skin, pretty clothes, and, they'd put their nose up, and they had that, and I was jealous. I didn't realize it. I used that opportunity to go up on one of them girls, how if you got a big person in front of you, how you take your right leg and you put it around their legs and you bring them down so you can get on top.
Oh, wow.
My brother's taught me a little MMA or something.
No, my brother's taught me how to fight switchblade and everything else. But anyways, the fact of the matter is I chose that opportunity to go up behind that girl and pull her legs out from underneath her. I was a bully. And that killed me. For years and years, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. And not only that,
now you trying to bully people.
Instant.
Now you help.
Yeah, but no, but
now you're using the energy to make change. Yeah.
But not only that, but in hindsight, later on, I thought to myself, "You idiot! You almost tainted that movement. We got open lunch after that. But if in fact the message would have went out, hey, yeah, one of the big mouths went and knocked on that poor girl for nothing, it would have destroyed the movement. And that's when I learned. And that's what I learned. And that's what I learned. And I was so embarrassed about that. To this day, if I knew where she was, she's up on North Avenue. I'll never know where she is. But I would apologize. But
you can do it right
just
now.
That one incident.
You can do it right now. Just apologize because you put it out in the universe, and she'll receive it. But as long as you forgive yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know if I'm that sincere about her or if it was about tainting the movement. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, girlfriend. Wherever you are, wherever you are. Wherever you are and where, because I know you didn't like us. You were collegiates. You looked at us like we are POS, and you knew we had food stamps, and you made sure you saw that book and pointed it out when we opened up the front cover and said, Property of Milwaukee Public Schools. So that's what I regret. I would have never done that.
All right.
You guys take care. I love you.
So
I love you.
Love you too,
All right,
Queen.
love you too, White Widow. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, okay, well, I guess I got to do mine because I got one. And I don't regret it to the point where I think it would have did much. But now when I look back on it, I wish I had done it. I wish I would have went to homecoming as the homecoming king when they voted me homecoming king.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt that if I'd have went, I was in church and I felt like, man, I should have went. But when I found out all the secrets behind the church, I just should have went to be with my teammates.
Yeah.
I should have just did it because they voted me to do it.
Absolutely.
And I was taking a stand for one idea at the time, but then now that I look hindsight,
now you know.
I should have went and been with my football teammates during that time, which is a once-in-a-lifetime idea.
Absolutely.
So I've been trying to get all the people together because we coming up on these anniversaries and reunions. And so I'm hoping that we get a class reunion that I can go and do that,
so,
with them.
Had you done that, how do you think your life would be right now?
You know what? I think if I had done that, I think that I would have had a lot of memories with them, pictures, and I probably would have been a little bit more closer to my high school teammates. I think I was close to them in a spiritual space.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Not in the physical.
I wasn't hanging out with them like that.
Right.
Because they had restrictions. You couldn't go to the movies. You couldn't go listen to the radio. So it wasn't that I didn't want to hang out with them like that. It was just I was following
they were doing
the church doctrines.
Absolutely.
So I think that if looking back, I wish I had went to the homecoming with them for that bonding experience. Okay. And I think that ultimately that would have made us a little bit more closer as friends because I would have participated in a lot of the more safer activities with them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that that's the one thing I look back and be like, I should have went. I would have got dressed up. I would have had me a nice little handsome picture of me sitting there, you know what I mean? Get home with the crown on, you know what I mean? Looking slick.
Right.
And, and like I said, I don't think that I didn't see it at the time, but now you look back on it and be like, dang, like I should have experienced that.
Right. Yeah, that is a once in a lifetime thing. I was actually prom queen too.
Right.
So.
Well, look, Acacsha, I guess, I know you hanging out. What is the one thing that you would change? And how would it affect you right now?
Keeping my circle small.
Mm-hmm.
And don't got to go through all this stuff that I'm going through. My life would probably be more peaceful instead of trusting people so much.
Or having a lot of people around, believing that their intentions.
So many people, and they're not the right people to trust.
Wow.
My life would be way more peaceful for me and my kids.
Okay, hey, that's powerful. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Truth Nation, we can always look back and reflect, but the one thing I'll say is that these are times where now you can actually, as long as you're breathing, you can always make adjustments. You may not can make those adjustments from years ago.
Absolutely.
But today you can make those adjustments now, so when you get 10 years from now, you don't look back and be like, dang, I should have made that adjustment.
Yeah, I don't, if I could, I wouldn't change nothing because, I'm a true believer again. You change anything, you change everything. And I'm the woman I am due to all the trials and the tribulations, and I've just come to the fact of acceptance that everything is as it should be. And moving forward, like greatness come when you're able to accept the good, the bad, and other, and then find that balance in life. Because if I were to go back and change anything, then everything and all the people that I have crossed paths with, whether it was good, bad, or other, I am the woman I am right now because
of those encounters.
Every encounter that I ever had, whether it been, my child rape, all of that. Like, I am the woman I am, and I do what I do because I've been through what I've been through, and I overcame what I needed to overcome. And now, ain't no better time than the present to be where I am, surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded by. And I'm just grateful.
That's powerful.
Absolutely.
Somebody in the chat says West Allen Central does a homecoming every year for adults. You should go. I might have to tap in. I might have to tap into that.
Absolutely.
But look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Fathers, grandfathers, future fathers, and father figures, bring your families and join Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit Saturday, November 16th at Milwaukee Academy of Science from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Don't miss this one-stop shop resource fair connecting Milwaukee families with job opportunities, child support help, health education and screenings, financial empowerment, legal assistance, and fatherly inspiration. The featured speaker is Pastor Kenneth Locke from Evolve Church. Bring your teens and learn about internships, jobs, and local mentoring opportunities. Register to be eligible to win gift cards, so don't wait. Gifts and prizes will also be available for families during the event. Pre-register today by visiting milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to join us as a participant and exhibitor, or to support the Fatherhood Summit as a volunteer. That is milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. See you Saturday, November 16th at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit, sponsored by the City of Milwaukee, Brewers Community Foundation, and Ascension, Wisconsin.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Are you an African American or Hispanic adult with elevated A1C and currently treating your type 2 diabetes? The University of Wisconsin needs your help to participate in Enrich, a diabetes research study which may involve working with a pharmacist and or a community health worker. Most discussions will be held over the phone. All participants will receive compensation. For more information, call Delicia now at 414-550-1016. That's 414-550-1016 and ask Delicia about Enrich.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by Lowe's.
Virtue, Daisy's, Mustard Seed Kitchen, and now Top This Mac and Cheese were all designed to fill a void.
That's Chef Eric Williams talking to Bloomberg about his 4 Chicago area restaurants. The void he designed his restaurants to fill?
I strongly believed that the world was craving kindness, and it continues to crave kindness.
He started his first venue, Virtue Restaurant and Bar, in November 2018 with kindness in mind, serving his particular brand of Southern cuisine to the masses. The food and the restaurant experience is steeped in Black culture, something Williams is proud of.
We want places that feel inclusive. It's just surrounded by Black culture. That's what sets the table.
Chef Williams and his restaurants have grown in popularity and have been recognized by the New York Times, the James Beard Foundation, and more. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The process and the end product are equally as valuable.
Yeah, I don't got it yet, but I'm trying. And I see that there's no point in me lying to you. Faces changing, yours ain't been two-sided. This year ain't been Kodak, but we could pretend like we dancing in South Beach, pretend like this car ain't got no squeaks, pretend cause I ain't got it on me. No flights out to Paris, let's pretend
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Being jamming behind the board today on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. We also got the family of Acacsha Jackson hanging out in the studio with the boys. Y'all hungry? All right, after the show, we're going to get y'all something to eat. Look, they up in here tired. They got out of school?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
just
so,
got out of school, yep.
Right, so a salute to y'all for had a long day. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know, this is where we as a community have to make sure that we're doing our part, because the thing is, these young boys are the future right now.
Absolutely.
They are the future. Oh, the one that's up. Hey.
Baby boy.
The baby boy up. Now, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
He took a little nap during the show.
Took a little power nap. What's your name?
Celia.
How you doing? How's everything going?
Good.
How's school going?
Good.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Salute. Salute. And how you been making the adjustment with your brothers and your mom right now?
I don't know.
It's okay. Like
how
I said.
you feel about the new house?
Good.
Good.
You like it?
Yeah.
And you the one that look like the running back in the family, like you gonna play some football. You like football?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite football player?
He like me. Good answer. Good answer.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, we got the boys in the building. What do y'all want to eat when y'all done with this?
Dog City.
Ooh.
Hey.
And you know, hey, Elizabeth Brown, you know we got the dogs out.
We do.
We got the dogs over there at Dog City.
With our name on it.
Yeah, we got the hot dogs with our name on it, right?
That's what's up.
We might get a Lizzie, Queen Lizzie hot dog.
Yeah, the Lizzie Glizzy.
The Lizzie with the glizzy. And I got the powerful dog over there at Dog City. Salute to Dog City.
Salute to Ken Hughes and the wifey.
Right. So, like I said, we'll be hanging out at Dog City after the show. Get these boys something to eat. Somebody says, do y'all have a GoFundMe for the family? Is it still up?
Yeah, it is.
What is the GoFundMe? Can we read that GoFundMe off for the people that want to?
It's called Devastating Fire. Caja Devastating Fire. Or
Okay.
Devastating Fire for Caja Family, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I could just pull it
Devastating Fire for Caja Family. She's going to pull it up and read you the exact link. But like I said, salute to everybody in the community that ever helped out with any call to action.
Absolutely.
Because I appreciate you. And like I said, we are part of that strategy of everybody doing a little, nobody got to do a lot. We got so many families that go through things in our communities.
Yes.
And when we present ideas, we just want to make sure that the ideal is we get them the relief.
Absolutely.
And then move on. Because I'm going to tell you, next week it's going to be packed. So many people that need assistance. And the one thing I can only do is try to make sure that we get the tangible outcomes. And we got to do it. And I'm a part of that movement where I've walked into situations and tried to make sure that we do it.
Yes.
And so, like I said, in 2025, if y'all don't even know what to do, just participate in a lot of the call to actions. And at the end of the year, you'll see multiple families that your energy was able to help assist.
And those are part of the results.
Right.
So I got it right here.
Okay.
Okay, so I got the GoFundMe. Support Caja's family after devastating fire. This is the GoFundMe. Support Caja's family after devastating fire. If you want to give to the GoFundMe, there's a lot of articles out here from TMJ4 Gideon. Done a few articles that left the GoFundMe inside of the link inside of the article. So if you want to look up, the Caja family, the fire, TMJ4 did an article on that back in October, and they did a follow-up as well, and the links are in those articles as well.
Caja, if you could spell your name, because I know a lot of people trying to pronounce it.
Are you talking about on a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
It's Kaja.
So it's just your first name?
Yep. It's just so basically it's broken down instead of Acacsha.
Okay.
It's Caja.
Okay.
So it's Kaja.
Okay.
So Elizabeth
I didn't
Brown.
make the GoFundMe when it got put up out there.
Okay, somebody else
made it for me
Okay.
and just gave it on to me like that.
Okay.
Transferred it over.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate you for coming in and telling your story today. And like I said, this is something that we're going to see to the finish. This is once again a single mother, 4 children. We came a long way with this.
We have came a long way.
We're more closer to the end, like I said.
Yes, we are.
Than we are at the beginning.
Finish line is definitely in sight. And again, salute to everybody that gave prayers.
I sent it to you.
Everybody that gave money. Everybody that gave clothing. Everybody that showed up and showed out for this family and all the other families. Because again, on the Tory Lowe Show, we've been doing call to actions for a long time, and we've been fellowshipping,
right?
With each and every last one of the families. We didn't have families that got help in the past who came and helped, and we got families who came out and helped, and then later on needed help,
right?
And it's a whole community right now that we moving forward with. So salute to Truth Nation. Again, it's our time.
Salute to y'all.
Oh, thank you,
y'all.
Queen.
Definitely appreciate y'all.
Hey, look.
I thank y'all a lot.
We gonna make sure these boys have a nice home, and we're gonna make sure that you can move forward. And like I said, down the road, that house may be available for somebody going through domestic abuse.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Paying it forward. See, the great thing about us handling the situation, we can see it's transparency.
Absolutely.
You can see where the things are going. You can see how it's happening.
Yeah.
And you can also hear the families testify on their journeys, no matter good or bad, and get to the outcome that we intended. That's what's powerful by having an advocate on the air. This is how we get down. This is always how we've done it.
It's the checks and the balances. Right. And what makes it powerful is a lot of times people was unable to hear the voice of the people that are receiving the help or the disrespect or, you know, the
people who wouldn't call back.
The people that didn't call back. This is how we become the checks and the balances. We can no longer allow silence to keep traumatizing our community over and over again. This is how we hold each other accountable, and this is how we are held accountable.
Right.
So,
well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. I appreciate you, Miss Jackson.
Thank you. I really thank
for bringing the boys through. We're going to try to get them some hot dogs after the show today. We going to Dog City.
Yeah.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
I want to ask you just a simple question. Are you afraid of black people? Yes or no? And if so, why? Does it matter where we're from? If we're from Africa, are you more afraid of an African black, a Haitian black, a Caribbean black, a Jamaican black, a Kamala Harris black, like a hybrid black? Are you only half afraid of biracial people? Are you afraid of black people? I'm curious. And if so, why? Has a black person or have black people hurt you or harmed you in any way?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Nope. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com. Tired of having to decline food at a potluck where you don't know where the food came from?
Don't you let your cats on your kitchen counters.
Host your next holiday with Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, now booking holiday office and corporate parties, or perhaps a private chef for your intimate family holiday gathering, or add to your Thanksgiving meal. Pick up sides such as Southern-style cornbread dressing, candied yams, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and more. And for desserts, peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. Connect on Facebook or Instagram, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, or call 414-216-3469.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here. When back then I'll be right there, but I had to leave to treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you. You couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you, but you never should've. And now
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, being jamming on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown, once again, another powerful conversation we had today.
Absolutely needed. These conversations that we're having, again, I think the changing of the guards is happening, and the people are realizing that all we got is us.
Right.
And in the reality of that, like you stated, when everybody does a little, nobody have to do a lot. But
it makes it easier.
We all understand that all the help is needed. Whether, if all you can do is give prayers, we need that.
Right.
If all you can give
is shares,
5 cents.
We need that.
Hey, whatever it is that you got and you show up with it, your thoughts, your prayers, everything, every little helps. So I think we're in a powerful position of putting ourselves back first and not allowing the government to mislead us to believe
or dictate our actions.
Absolutely. Or mislead us to believe that we are each other's enemy.
Oh, we definitely not.
Absolutely.
That's definitely divide and conquer. And we got to get up out of that. But this is an example of how we can do it. Making sure that we come together. And like I said, the press release from Christian Faith came through trying to explain what's going on. Acacsha telling what's going on. And at the end of the day, all we want is for her to be in a place with her and her boys, back to normal.
Yes.
Get them some normalcy.
The basics.
And it's up to us to make sure that when we take on these situations, at the end, no matter what happens, we got to get from A to B. Because so many families are struggling right now. And when we take on these call to actions in these families, all we want to see is the tangible outcome. We can't never let the distractions or whatever the obstacles are prevent that. And it's always a way to get around everything to get to the end result.
Absolutely.
And I love being that way because then that way we don't have to look outside the window and look up in the sky for somebody to fly in to help us. I'm seeing Superman come in with the people that are really taking the time to really be a part of helping each other.
Yes.
That's the real superhero.
You are, I am, we are the superheroes at the end of the day.
All right, boys. Can I get a thank you on 3? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you to the community from the boys, Acacsha Jackson.
Boys.
The Jackson boys, Acacsha Jackson. I thank you for coming through today. All right. Look, Truth Nation, look, it's been a blessing. Everybody in our community, this is what we got to do moving forward, help each other out. I appreciate everybody that's standing on the front lines right now, ready to do the real work. Keep your head on a swivel. Look both ways before you cross the street. Green don't always mean go. And I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk, unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they. See, that's how that shit made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Don't and put your hands up. In times is how you stand up.